శ్రీమాత్రే నమః. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. శ్రీ మహాగణపతియే నమః. Some of us have got a doubt why so many mantras are there in Sri Vidya. Why can't we get great mantras like Panchadashi, Mahashodasi directly without having to do upasana of the, in their opinion, lower mantras? There is nothing called lower mantra and higher mantra. Mantra is mantra. With just one mantra also you can get the ecstasy, provided you do the upasana properly. So let us see why there are so many mantras. As per Parasurama Kalpasutra, without any purpose these mantras are not there. Every mantra is acting on the jiva. The jiva in fact is the Brahma Swarupam, Parabrahma Swarupam. But unfortunately it is covered by the effect of Maya in different layers and different density based on the past karma and based on the environment, based on the lifestyle. So many factors influence the density, thickness of this Maya cover, and nevertheless everybody is covered with Maya. So all these mantras or all these energies are designed in such a way to remove this Maya at every stage in the proper fashion. Let us take Ganapati. So what are the mantras, basic mantras in Sri Vidya? Ganapati, Bala, Rajashyamala, Varahi, Lalita, Panchadashi and Rajarajeshwari Mahashodasi. 6 mantras are there normally. Other mantras are also there. Chandi, Krishna, Dattatreya, Shiva, Lakshmi. But these are given based on the requirement of the sadhaka by the guru. But basically everybody will do upasana on this mantra. So Ganapati, what does Ganapati do? Where we are in? We are in the world which is full of attraction, and strangely this world is created by me. I mean by us. Manayeva karanam manushanam mandamokshayo. By the mind I am creating a world and enjoying the misery and pain of the world which I have created. That's where it says Aham Brahmasmi. There's nothing. Because there's only one thing that is truth. If there is second one as God, then that's called Maya. There's only one thing. The truth is always one. So Ganapati will work on the mind. That's why Ganapati is always supported by 2 female energies called Buddhi and Siddhi. Sadbuddhi, proper mind, proper thinking capacity, that leads to you to Siddhi, achievement. That's all. The controller of these 2 is called Ganapati. So when you recite Ganapati mantra, you are first controlling the mind to detract itself from the world created by you. Because ages, Janma after Janma I am seeing, I am not going anywhere. I am just being circling around without any progress. I mean, in my view, progress is happiness, progress is prosperity, but I am not enjoying as a jiva. So I am just circling there, not able to find the way. So Ganapati will control this mind and direct you towards your path with focus and stability. And also it removes the fear and doubt, because the fear and doubt are coming from the world you have created. The child doesn't have a fear. It goes directly to the fire and try to put its hand in the fire, try to enjoy, because it didn't create a world in which fire has burned her finger. Once it starts to create its own world, then it develops a thing called fear and doubt. It's all created by us. So that is removed or lessened by the upasana of Ganapati. That's why Ganapati mantra says, Sarvajanam me vashamanaya spaha. Ganapatiye varavarada, protect me. I'm caught in the world created by me. Please give me that stability of mind so that I can control my sense. Sarvajanam, all people means people is senses. Senses inside, senses outside, I can control. So the control is the first one which happens at Ganapati Upasana. This also you need to do for months, 2 months, 3 months, like that, which is decided by the Guru. You have to do Ganapati Tarpana, Homa, Ganapati Yantra Puja, Ganapati Japa, Ganapati Purascharana. Whatever is suggested by Guru, you need to do that. Along with Ganapati, we also do Bala. Bala gives you erotic sentiment about the life. I enjoy my life. Swapmanandala vibhutam brahma dhyananda sandati. Like even a cockroach should feel my life is best. As a cockroach, I'll be very happy if I'm given a life of human being. But as a cockroach, this is the best because I'm not a virus. I have a form, visible and enjoying the moment, everything. So I'm happy. So like that, being happy with what you are is called rasikata in Sanskrit. That rasaswadana, that is developed by the energy called bala, which also helps you to respond properly for music, dance, poetry, and drama. These are called fine arts. So responding towards fine arts, when you listen to good music, you should try to enjoy. But when my mind is otherwise occupied by my business or something, I will not be able to enjoy so many things in the life. So Bala gives you joy, enjoyment. At the same time, it also controls you. Bhandaputra Vadhotukta Bala Vikamanandita. 30 Bhandasura sons are there. 6 enemies, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamacharyas, controlling the 5 senses, 6 times 5, 30, and those 30 deficiencies are controlled by Bala. So now the sadhaka moves a little bit away from this mundane world. Being in the world, of course, is not going physically away from the world. Being in the world, he is not affected by the pain and the pleasure of, from the world which is created. So he moves. Then comes Rajashyamala. And Rajashyamala is another form of Saraswati. Shyame Sangeeta Nilaye. So she creates a rain of nectar, of jnana, knowledge, and also compassion. This is more important. Sarva Mukharanjani. Everybody will be happy at your sight, at the presence. So that lifestyle, Rajashyamala will give. And also Sarva Rajavashankari, you will control your brain much more effectively. So what happens with the Rajashyamala Upasana is, right now, before any Upasana, we are just hard as rock. That's why we are going from one Janma to another Janma, not knowing what is the purpose of the Janma. So this hardness, the ego, subtle and precipitate ego, is crushed into pieces, pulverized. And then the powder, then it flows. Sarva Samshobhani, Sarva Vidravani, Sarva Akarshani. You have the mantras in Khadgamala. So when this is pulverized and wetted, then it is good for cultivation of bhakti. What happens if you just put the seeds on the stone? Nothing. If it rains on the stone, nothing. So when it is ready to receive the seed of bhakti, so the preparation is done by Rajashyamala. Then Varahi comes. Varahi is the male energy, Rajashyamala is the female energy. Varahi comes. As Dandanada Puraskruta. Dandanada. She controls. What she does, what is the energy does is, one hand she has the plow, another hand she has the danda. So she goes deep into yourself and digs out all the underlying inefficiencies or deficiencies. You don't know that you have so much impurity. That will be taken out by Varahi Upasana and controlled in the proper direction. And also, Varahi controls the external negative energies also, so that you are protected from jealousy or any such, we always fear that there is some black magic, which actually works out on fear only. So all this is removed by Varahi Upasana. That's why he says, Sarva Dushta Pradushtanam Sarvesham. Pradushta, the greatest enemy is also Tadariganam Vinase Astu Tasmin Shinevai. You pray to Varahi in the Dhyana Sloka. Astu Tadariganam Etakshinevai. At this moment, you remove all the negativity in me. You pray to Varahi. So everything is purified at this point, Varahi. Then, after doing Varahi Upasana, you will be given Panchadashi mantra of Lalita Parameshwari, which actually is connecting you to the 15 Nitya Devatas. Nitya Devatas are following the lunar cycle, waxing and waning. So each day, one deity is controlling, and that deity is kindled by one letter. Ka, first day, Kameshwari. A, second day, Bhagamalini. Like that, with just recitation of letters, 15 letters, Ka, E, Lahrim, Hasaka Lahrim, Sakalahrim. You are connected to the time. Right now, with the mind, I am connected. I am not even connected to my body. I am connected to the world. From there, I am going inside doing the upasana with the shama, everything. Then you come out and then merge with the cosmic awareness. And then you are connected to the Nitya Devatas with Panchadashi. Then you are physically here, but mentally you have a different life. Not a life on the earth. Above the earth, you think above the earth. The actions are above the earth. You love everybody like you love yourself. Not love your family, like you love yourself. And you don't do such things which you don't like others to do to you. So such is the highest, and you are not perturbed by anything. Nothing can detract your attention from what you are. So that is Panchadashi. After that, Mahashodasi. That's where the suspense is over, the secret is revealed, who you are, why you have come, what is the purpose of non-duality, merging with one. It's not like you go and merge like they show in the movies. You just realize that you are the Brahman and everything is Brahman. I am unique like others. It's a strange statement. Unique can be only one in your view, but I am unique like others. She is lonely but not alone. These are the statements referring to Parabrahma, and that you bring into experience with Mahashodasi 16. Again, 16 is connected to moon with all the 15 plus Amavasya 16. It comes to moon. Moon is mind. This mind is not in the body. This is the other controlling factor in the cosmos which controls everything in the world. Charachara Vastu Prapancha. And that to Mahashodasi is, Maha is great. That greatest controller you are connected to, and you feel that you are everything. And that, of course, there is no fun after that. Here, there is a lot of emotion, there is a lot of sentiment, and a lot of experiences are there. And all this will come to a silence with Mahashodasi. That's why, in order to enjoy every step, we need to go one after another and not aspire directly for Mahashodasi or Panchadashi, where you just recite Kailahari Matagalam. There's nothing. Nothing is happening. When you understand and go through different experiences, trust me, Sri Vidya is best for everybody. Sri Matre Namah.